Brews and Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I would read this weekend. Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt.
My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wondering,
does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
What up? Welcome to Brewsing Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. Well, that be the fuel. I'm host Rob G, and with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
Hi. Hello, everyone.
This is episode. If it's your first time joining us, welcome.
What's so funny?
I knew he was going to laugh.
You can't help himself.
And if you are a returning bruiser or bruisette, welcome back. We are glad
Welcome back.
joining us.
Hello, guys.
For this beautiful episode. We are glad you are here. Remember, if you want to support the podcast, rate and review and all that good stuff. All right. Before we get into everything, we always like to know what we are drinking on. So, what are we drinking today, fellas? What you drinking on?
Oh yeah, start me first.
I figure I get the claim out the way.
So today I'm drinking from Black Beauty Brewery, the Blood Orange Saison, which is actually pretty damn good, if I didn't say so myself. The ABV that this thing is coming in is 6% alcohol by volume. Okay, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about some natural blood orange and sweet orange peels, which provides the aromatic notes of citrus and bright, juicy flavors of the blood orange. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is what it looks like in a can. You guys ready? I have it here. This is the can right.
Oh yeah.
You missed it. When I post that, I'm gonna add some light in there. But this is what it looks like in the glass. You got your orangey look. It's not like blood orange look though, but it does. You could tell like some orange peels in there based off the color, but not blood orange, the actual blood orange, because that's kind of like a little reddish looking. But all in all, this is a good beer. Black Beauty. This is actually my favorite beer from Black Beauty because this thing's delicious. I don't know what they did to it, but whatever they did it. Cheers. Pass me another.
All right. Well, he did that damn thing, I guess.
I think Lou's talking.
Yeah, I am. I got myself off mute. My bad. When I normally when I taste it before, normally blood orange, you don't get the heavy orange taste, but that has a lot of orange.
Oh yeah, this does.
Like,
it's
very
orangey.
Yeah, absolutely. Like normally when people say it got blood orange in it, it'd be a hint or a smell.
Yeah,
but that tastes like it got some orange juice in it. Damn near.
And it's I mean, because it's definitely citrusy.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that.
Whatever they did, it's great and it smells delicious too. So I mean, come on, guys. Black Beauty.
There you go. Black Beauty. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Gonna gonna use that one with some sound effects.
Oh, fuck off.
All right, Lou, what you drinking on?
Hey man, you gotta watch what you say and what you do. Y'all just that's
I do.
our friend out in Philly, Space Cadet Brewery, is what I have today. I went back to their, I think it's their original was the Splash or not, or is it the second one?
Yes,
The original. So this is it's either the first or the second.
yeah.
I think he said it was the first. I think it's the first one. But here's it's original can artwork. Oh my god.
Damn. Can't see shit.
I see nothing. It don't matter. It doesn't even matter.
It's probably
because it's original can artwork. They only make one for the can, and once that artwork is gone, it's a collectibles item. So keep your cans if you ever get Space Cadet beer in your hands. It's a pale ale, which is not normally my cup of tea, but I'm supporting the young man. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume. I'll just have one. This is what it looks like in my bruising man glass. That looks better, right?
Yeah.
To see that.
But what's on the can though?
On the can, yes, I'll describe the can. It is Space Cadet, but as you can imagine, is an astronaut mascot. So the astronaut is under the water in a pool, and there are people in the pool diving in and different variations. And it kind of, to me, looks like the pool is not water, but beer, but it's in black and white as well.
Okay.
And the Space Cadet, looks like he's working on something down at the bottom of the pool. He has a little
pool
contraption.
full of beer and I dive in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's a couple people at the top.
That's a new thing. That could be a new thing.
Yes, swimming pool.
But yeah, take hits and add beer references in it.
That'd be lit.
Well, yeah. Cheers to Space Cadet. Cheers to local beer. Rob, what you drinking?
That's what's up. I'm actually also drinking a local beer. I am from Big Oyster Brewery. I am drinking Dang. It's there in the pale ale. There it is. It comes in at 5.8%. It's definitely hop forward. You can spread out the can, and then in the pour, you can smell the aroma. I think it's been dry hopped a couple times. It don't say how many. So maybe it don't say if it's a double dry hop or just a. I'm not sure. Anyway, but it is based out of Lewis, Delaware. This is brewed in Lewis, Delaware. So shout out to Big Oyster. There it is. 5.8. It's definitely a citrusy, hop forward flavor. If you like IPAs, this is one you'll enjoy. It had good head retention. You can't really tell now because I've been sipping on it. But when you poured it, and I let it sit for a little bit longer than probably I should have. It has head lasted there for a while. So cheers to them.
Head retention is crazy.
Yeah, you gotta retain that head. So I'll pass me another.
Yo, every time I hear hop forward, I'll be like, makes me kind of turn my face up a little bit.
Why?
Cause I ain't not a hoppy. Yeah. I'm like real hoppy.
Yeah, it is an indicator for me too. Like I don't know if I'm gonna like that one.
Right. I'm not gonna ask him for one of those.
Well, it's not overly bitter, but you can definitely smell the hops. You can taste the hops. So it definitely, if you're not a hop fan, then maybe not. But I think it's one of the more popular IPAs that they make, and they call it Dang because they were like, dang, this shit popping. I don't know why they call it Dang. But I should ask them.
They probably said,
why is it called Dang? Yeah, or like a hot bomb. Maybe they thought, but it's not really. It's not because it has a little haziness to it. Like it's not a West Coast at all. There is some haziness to it. There it is right there in my glass. But if you like IPAs, I'm sure you will bust this down a couple times.
Bust down, Tatiana.
Yeah.
I don't know why you said bust down, but yeah, but Whatever.
What? But you went right with bust down. You
Right
didn't
away.
even-
Right away. He
Think
didn't
about
even
it. That's
stutter.
gonna illuminate the face.
After I said it, I thought about why did he use bust down?
I use these words just to keep you all on your toes.
Yeah, y'all got a chemistry in there. You didn't even know you was using bust down. And
I
he
thought
said-
about it after I started singing the song.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's just a subconscious. Y'all chemistry is just so good. He just throw out sensitive words, and you just literally eat them up.
That sounded crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. What you mean by that?
What you mean? What I mean? I mean exactly what I said.
What you trying to say there, boy?
I said exactly what you heard. Exactly what you heard. What did you think you heard? And whatever you thought you heard is exactly what I meant.
Okay, I was just making sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I know some of your deepest, darkest secrets.
Save that for behind the paywall, please. If you're gonna do that, at least make people pay for it. This is a free podcast.
I mean, but this is good. I mean, I enjoy it. It's refreshing. It's definitely crushable.
But it's definitely a dang hop forward.
Yeah, it is dang. Like it's not super hoppy, but you can definitely know there's hops in this joint. You gonna get your hops if you like hop. I mean, and most people who drink IPAs, they want to taste that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's doing the job. It's right in the style.
It probably satisfies both West Coast IPA drinkers and hazy IPA drinkers in the same. So dang. They did that.
I mean, I feel like he did it right. Like you gotta do that. You did it right. Right, exactly. That's exactly what they want. Like, Big Oyster, we doing it the right way. Please let us know. I feel like that's exactly.
That's why.
Yeah, nah. Your brother rolled his eyes because that's when he's not chemist. That's when he ain't vibing with you. It's either he's vibing real quick, but you notice it wasn't a word. It wasn't a sensitive word, right?
Right. This motherfucker doing these commercials. You know what it reminded me of, my robot, because it reminded me on Friday when they was like, "So good, snap your mama."
He was like, "You get the West Coast IPA fan, then you get the hazy IPAs. Both of y'all can be together and drink this beer in harmony. slap your mama together."
Oh, yeah, and dang, they did that
right. Hey, I'm just trying. Hey. Support your local brewery.
That's what it's all. That's what it's all about. If y'all want to cut this and use it as a commercial, you know, have at it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, we're all drinking on something delicious and good. So we're gonna get right into it.
It is nutritious. It has water and wheat in it. Water and grain. It is nutritious.
I was like,
nutritious. Yeah. Water and grain.
And yeast is nutritious.
Yeah.
Whether you know it or not.
Is it yeast or like they have nutritional yeast too? So what is
no, nutritional yeast is not the same thing as just regular yeast.
Right. I was saying, so I didn't know if you was because nutritional yeast, a lot of vegans eat it.
Yeah, but you know what that is? It's like flake cheese almost.
Oh, it's not cheese.
It has a cheese flavor. So people normally use it like when they're making something cheesy. Remember, I was a vegan for like 6 months.
Right. instead of using milk products, you use
for that.
Does it make it cheesy flavor or cheesy consistency?
Just cheesy flavor. So you would use like maybe almond milk or something.
Mm-hmm. And then like a cream.
Yeah, and then you would put the nutritional yeast in there, and it'll make it taste cheesy,
like maybe Alfredo type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Understand.
Yeah.
I never heard it. I never heard of it.
I have some in my cabinet. I'll show it to you guys when you come over.
I would rather taste it than just
you can taste it when you see it.
You could taste it raw, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
It tastes like
Because
it
it's
tastes
vegan
like
at the end of the day.
but I mean it tastes the same as it would heated up in the
Yeah.
meal. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I meant. Like it doesn't the
It,
consistency. I don't
it
mind.
almost tastes like I would say like cheese made with like powdered milk.
Oh,
If that makes
so,
sense. If you ever had powdered milk,
Yeah,
yeah,
then
so nasty.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much. It's so
it's not-
it's so crazy how many how meat has influenced the world so much, and dairy has influenced the world so much that vegan people and vegetarians have to have substitutes that remind them of dairy and remind them of chicken nuggets and
I don't
steaks.
know if it's I don't
Well, I think it's because it's a lot of times it's the people who are transitioning. Because if you're
That's why I said it's so much meat propaganda and dairy propaganda out here that it's a very few of us that are our age that grew up straight vegan. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's very rarely
Right.
that you meet a 40-year-old that's like, yeah, I had meat like once or twice in my life.
yeah, I
You know what I'm
didn't
saying?
like I didn't hear vegan until like fucking maybe 10
Yeah, it's more
years
like
ago.
our generation is raising some sets of our kids to eat just vegan products and stuff like that. But I don't know anybody that was a vegan when I was a teenager.
neither.
Yeah,
You know,
I know
yeah.
some vegetarians, but not actual vegans.
Well,
Yeah.
I was categorizing them in the same group. I apologize to the vegan vegetarian community, but
Yeah,
I was just saying they all like the non-meat eaters,
Yeah, I got
the non-dairy.
Because sometimes vegetarians will bust down some dairy, I think.
you. Yeah.
And I feel like some non-dairy people will eat a steak every once in a while. So I guess you do got to be more consistent on what you call them.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna start using bust down for every anything you eat or drink. Oh yeah.
I feel like you're bringing it back. I feel like people said that back in the day. Like, I'm gonna bust down this food real quick.
Maybe
Call you back.
Yeah.
I'll call you back.
And then Blueface. What's it called?
Damn, blue chip.
Hijacked it.
Blue chip? Damn, you old. How old are you?
I'm not. Shout the
Blue chip. Shout out to Blue chip. It gotta be an artist out here. If it's not, he coming.
Nah, it was an artist named Blue Chip.
Yeah.
Oh, you really saying?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that. Shout out to Blue Chip.
I don't know where that nigga at now, but he was all right.
Yeah, he was buzzing back in the early 2000s, right?
Yeah, he was.
Buzzing for a bustin'.
Yeah, because he was out in Cali for a little bit there.
Fucking with Game for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened from there. So I
wonder if he's still making music. Because he would be in his he'd be around 45 at this point, right? Or older.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah. I got interesting. But yeah, Blueface is what I meant.
Yeah, I know.
Blue Chip must be talking about me. I don't know. We gotta find him. Get him on the show.
I
See
might
what he up
be
to.
friends with him on Instagram or something. We might
See
follow
what he
each
up
other on
to.
Instagram. I ain't sure. I think so.
All right.
He's still around. Who knows?
Yeah, but is he still rapping and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I say who knows, I don't know if he's still rapping.
True.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you out there, Blue Chip.
All right.
Blueface.
Well, yeah,
Blue
Blue Chip the movie. Is that what you were thinking about? You were thinking about Blue Chip the movie?
Who, me? No, I was thinking that I didn't know it was a rapper's name yet, and I was saying it would be that is a cool rapper name.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
But yeah, but sidebar, Blue Chips the movie was great.
Yeah, it was.
It was great.
I haven't seen it in a while.
To have they were from some terrible actors that Nick Nolte pulled along. But the premise of the movie was really good. Anthony Hardaway is a terrible actor.
Yeah,
he's a really good.
Shaq ain't great,
really
but
Shaq
did all right.
Shaq got bad. No, Shaq was bad in that movie. He got better as it went along.
That was
Not
the first one though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like Penny was just still in college. Like he hadn't even got drafted yet, or he had just gotten drafted, something like that. It was like
sound like that nigga couldn't even read yet. That's what
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He ain't had no training yet.
He
can read the defense. He can read the defense.
Which is funny because it's always interesting to me that like when people say you can't act or something, just be yourself. A lot of times,
especially in that situation, you're an All-American basketball player. Like, what else do you need to know?
wouldn't
That's the life you
wouldn't say,
lived.
Thanks, coach. Thanks, coach, for living. You wouldn't talk like that any other time. So why don't you go?
Do you notice that when there's a ball player in a movie, even if they got a little speaking part, it's always like that. Like even now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So and nigga, you
because the
was
run
good.
has gotten
And
better, but at first it was pretty bad too.
and most of the time nowadays, you just playing when you in a movie as a ball player, you just playing yourself, and they just happen to run into you or like see you at this game or whatever, and you still sound crazy. You're playing you.
You literally are playing yourself on the street. He's like,
hear
I don't even know how to do that. How do you play me on the street?
When you hear action, you just think, "Oh my goodness, what I got to do."
And I don't know why the first person who popped in my head for recently was Carl Anthony Towns when he was in what I can't even remember what movie it was now, but he was in one of the movies. I think it was the one with Taraji P. Henson. Maybe what was it? What Men Want? Maybe nah, it wasn't that one. It was the one where she turned little, where she turned into the little girl. What was that?
Oh, Little.
It was Little. Yeah, it was that. It was that. That was horrible.
Cat he didn't do good in that one. I don't remember him in that.
They ran into that nigga because it was something about her signing helping with signing the basketball player.
It's possible. I just know it was the same premise of all the other ones.
You know, he's a good actor though, because I've watched it enough times to know. Kyrie Irving and Uncle Drew. I know he's playing a basketball player, but he was good. And he had played that character for a long time. So at that point, he probably was comfortable.
Yeah.
Once it was an actual movie.
Maybe, yeah. That could be the
Uncle
thing.
Drew.
I wonder if Grandmama should have came back for that movie. They never did that.
Yeah,
They should have brought her back.
Yeah.
I wonder if they reached out to Larry Johnson about that.
Probably not, because I don't think he liked doing the character anymore.
No.
I think he once he went to New York, he was off of it.
He was, but still, that was a woman basketball, a old person basketball player, and why not?
Yeah, they definitely should have brought. Yeah. Maybe they bring him back.
They missed something.
Maybe they'll do
part two.
Part 2, yeah, and they bring Grandmama. Why not?
Yeah, and if they haven't thought about it, shame on y'all. If you haven't thought about it yet, like shame on y'all, because you don't have to bring Larry Johnson back. All you gotta do is ask Converse.
Yeah. I was going to say it probably would be Larry Johnson. I don't know if it would be Larry Johnson though.
Well, it's not the same either, because he don't have to go tooth. He didn't have to go tooth anymore.
That's what I'm saying. You just get somebody who wear Adidas right now in the league to play Grandmama and put a gold teeth in their mouth. They got to be a woman,
because young folks don't know.
They got to put on a dress.
Johnson. So they probably wouldn't even like now. We be like, that ain't fucking Grandmama, but
right.
Anybody else be like, oh, what? That's just that's Tyler Perry. That's Medea.
as long as it don't have to be Larry Johnson. As long as they got a Charlotte Hornet colored muumuu on and playing basketball with a gold tooth, I'm fine with whoever plays Grandmama. Like I don't need it to be Larry Johnson. I would. I just would like to see Larry Johnson Grandmama and Uncle Drew Part 2.
Yo, the updated version of Grandmama,
Brandon,
they gonna have a gold tooth. They gonna have grills.
A whole grill, right? Like full grilled up, right? Because Grandmama was probably it was like 61, right?
Yeah.
How old is Grandmama? Like she ain't old. She's just like a newly formed grandma.
Yeah.
From the 90s. Yeah. They were like 61s.
Yeah, so Brandon Miller, that's one of the more popular
Brandon Miller. Yep, because I don't think LaMelo could do it.
Yeah.
He rap one of them rapping though. Who is it?
That's LaMelo.
LaMelo is
no, that's the
Charlotte Hornet, right?
Oh, the one that didn't get no contract. I think it's the one.
Oh, that's the one that's rapping. I thought. Don't give me the line about these balls. I could have sworn it was the Charlotte Hornet.
They all got the L in their names. I don't know.
Nah, it's Jalolo. Jalolo is the one that don't play. That don't play in the league. And then it's Lorenzo. Yes, Jalolo. Yeah. You laughing. It's probably not the correct one, but it's similar. It's close. It's Jalolo, LaMelo, and Lorenzo.
No, Jello. Jello is the rapper. Tweaker is the
Oh,
It's
is
Jello.
Type in there and see if LaMelo in there, man. I could have swore it was LaMelo.
Me too.
No, I'm looking right at it. It's Jello.
I hear you. I hear you.
I believe you too, but I swear I saw LaMelo rapping.
He
I
might
mean, all
have.
them niggas favor each other, but LaMelo is the one I swear I saw rapping.
But what you call it? The one that got the deal with even though
his real name is LiAngelo, Yoda. Giello's real name is LiAngelo.
Okay.
So LaMelo,
They call him
Lorenzo,
Jello.
and LiAngelo. They call him Giello or Jello, whatever that is.
Jello, just Jello, just Jello. You making it Italian? You making it just Jello?
If it's LiAngelo, it's just Jello. Is what they call it. They just cut his name short.
Y'all say Jello, I say Giello.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's trying to bring back old school rapping. Because I mean, I listened to the song. I was like, I don't get it, but hey, if you got you a deal and you ain't balling out like that, hey, shit.
And my apologies, it's not Lorenzo, it's Lonzo.
Yeah, Lonzo.
Oh yeah, Lonzo.
Y'all let me go with that. It's Lonzo Ball. I messed up all her names.
You know what? I forgot he was even playing basketball.
I thought that was nigga. I thought, well, what's your dad name? Lonzo.
Chuck. No, fuck, I have no clue.
Nah, he got a regular name though.
I thought it.
No,
it's
like Bonzo Ball.
No, it's like Lamar. Lamar Ball. Ain't Lamar?
Maybe it's Lamar.
I think it's Lamar.
LeVar Ball. Yes, everybody got an LA.
Big baller brand. They said them shit used to disintegrate on a court.
But look, Melo's
he had a vision, man.
Now, though.
He had a vision.
Melo sneaks that he got out now. It's like the thing.
Yeah, but they had Adidas, ain't they? I think they had Adidas, ain't they?
Yeah, but I don't even understand it. I don't even understand them because they heavy as a bitch. Like them, some of the heaviest sneakers. Like running around.
Well, maybe he can't jump anywhere. So it was like shit. Keep him locked in.
Keep him low. Keep him low. Give him these 4-pounders. Put these 4-pounders on.
This shit.
Knee problems on them. We're gonna get set shot. Your free throw's gonna be nice, boy.
Yeah. And if you put on a different sneak, you're gonna be the fastest nigga on the court because of shit.
So like
jump out the gym when you put them 8 ounces on.
They like those new joints that you remember them, the platform, the ones that used to have that platform.
Yeah, they hit on the toe. Yeah, give your calf strength.
Yeah,
you be dunking in no time. You be dunking in no time. Don't even worry about it. Them calves gonna be poking out your skin. Don't even worry about it.
That's how you know people ain't dedicated no more. Because I don't see nobody walking around with those shit no more.
Nobody.
I used to see a lot of people.
They got, and as much as we seen back in the day, there has to be something wrong with them. Like they must have been tearing ACLs or Achilles or some shit. Like it, because it was way too many people having for you not to see. Yeah, right. For you not to see not one person out now, not one person got them heel risers.
They started noticing everybody equilibrium was off there. That was weird.
But it's just not practical. Like if something happened and you got to run, you lost.
Right? Yeah,
it's out of here.
Why would you be in a situation where you got your toe grabbers on and you got to run real fast?
You got the basketball court and shit pop off. And then,
listen, I feel like that wasn't a Black Street type of exercise equipment. Like that was inside gym equipment.
I've seen them on the
black top. I know, but I feel like they wearing out way too fast on the black top.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it probably was an indoor gym type of thing. It probably should have been.
Yeah. But if you don't have access to that indoor gym.
Then again, you're not actually playing because you're just wearing them because you want to keep your
it's just practicing.
So you really want to them anyway.
I don't even know if you really practice anymore.
So just walking around.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it was nobody was getting crossed over in them. Because like you said, you ain't running.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw a pair. It was at the I think it was Boys and Girls Club. I think, dude, I can't remember the guy name, but he had it. I was like, what the fuck has he got on?
Yeah, it was
I mean,
one of my counselors at my camp. He had them on. I was said the same thing. Like, what the fuck is happening over here? Like these 21-year-olds, these
Them camp
21-year-olds
counselors
is
was getting that cake.
They was getting that $15 to spend on these little toe rises.
maybe that was it. Maybe you said that. Yeah, so
That's funny.
I wonder if they still make them. I don't even know what they were called.
Toe rises.
Me either. Go rise.
Toe rise
I don't
jumpers. Toe rise jumpers.
It was something to that effect. But all right. Lou, you had a you had
Oh
a
man,
title
I'm
for
looking
it,
up
right?
toe rise jumpers. I was looking up
Oh, my bad.
toe rise jumpers. No,
Why you
no
tell us?
worries.
I'll look
No
and see
worries.
what
No,
they-
no. But yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier this week, and they brought up something. We were talking about Lisa Nicole Carson. If y'all are too young to remember or don't remember at all, she was the black lady from Ally McBeal back in the early '90s, and Ally McBeal was like the top show. It felt like back in the day. I'm not familiar with it, but I remember it just because it was so famous. So I was asking the dude, I was like, yo, can you even find Ally McBeal? And turns out you can. It is streaming. But that got me to thinking of like different things that you can't find anymore that are because of streaming. And like you don't have, most people don't have DVD players. So you can try to find things on DVD. But if you do, can you play them on your DVD player or same thing with CDs? And it feels like streaming is like taking over and monopolizing what you can listen to and what you can't listen to, or what you can watch and what you can't watch, because we don't have like we have. You can get a CD, you can still get a DVD, but can you buy a player? Can you buy a CD player from different places? Because
Yeah.
they're like they're like what's antiques now? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like fixing them if they're broken, you know what I mean? Like that will cost so much more money to spend. And then like I said, Ally McBeal is, you can stream that on like Disney and Hulu. But I was thinking about other shows that we can't stream and we can't find. And the most popular one that I could think of off the top of my head was In Living Color. Like, because In Living Color is not on anything. And so I
Yo,
tried to search it on Amazon to see if I could buy the DVD. And it's $500. It's $450.
Oh man.
I wish I had
Yeah.
the DVD.
Right. It's like $450 for the
No,
season.
nigga, do what I do.
Yeah.
YouTube got 4 episodes.
Well, there you go. So it's streaming somewhere. I guess you can get it somewhere. But so YouTube is the only one though, and YouTube doesn't let you save them except for on their platform. Like you can't download it to your computer.
You can if you have YouTube.
But it's on
Plus.
that's what I'm saying. It's on the YouTube platform. So if YouTube says we're done, then you don't have access to it because it's YouTube owns it. You don't own it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is unless you download it, because you can download on YouTube Plus.
But if you download it to your computer, it's still under YouTube Plus, or is it now on your computer?
Yeah, now it's on your computer.
Okay,
you can save it, but I mean, it's give and take. Like you're not gonna find the quality that you would find if it was on a DVD
or streaming,
because or streaming. Because when you look at it on YouTube, this is just somebody uploaded however they did it onto YouTube. Right. So it's like,
it's not even you're not getting authentic.
Yeah,
it's a bootleg version.
Yeah,
you're getting a bootleg version.
But some of them clear shit.
But it's still
good. But it's still like
it's still not from whoever owns In Living Color and why, and like why is that, and why do people take and keep like music and other pieces of art off the market and put it on at their convenience and things of that nature?
I don't know, but it was another joint. I remember I was trying to find Making a Band years ago. You can't find no Making a Bands nowhere. This was before all the Diddy shit. But it ain't no making, not the ones I want to see anyway. I think it may be like the ones with the like pop groups, but I was trying to find the one with the Making a Band with the rappers. And it's like couldn't find. I don't even think you can find the one with Day 26.
Yeah, I mean, either MTV didn't clear it, or the one on or Diddy didn't clear it at the time.
Right.
Be on it, or whoever the producer was. Maybe they was producing agreement or argument. And the same thing with like what you call it, maybe Keenan Ivory Wayans hasn't cleared it to stream anywhere. And so won't be, because it was on Fox. So Fox is it Warner Brother? I don't know what Fox Fox Movies went to, because 20th Century, I don't know where their movie division went to. So maybe
is
eventually it'll get there.
the Dave Chappelle show streaming?
Yeah, I think you can get.
Is this-
I think it's on Netflix again. It's on
Okay.
Netflix or Max. I don't remember which one it is. At one point, it wasn't streaming because they had streamed it. He was like, "Y'all ain't asked me." And they took it down, but then they worked out an agreement, and now it is back on the streaming platform. I want to say it's Netflix. I had watched it one time.
Man, I used to love that shit right there, boy.
Yeah.
Sidebar. Can y'all please hold on to what we were talking about? Toe Rise jumpers, $159.99 on
That's
Amazon.
crazy.
Yeah. Jump 99. Is that the brand that you got? I got the same
Jump
brand.
99s. Jump 99s.
Yeah.
Jump 99s and they 150.
No, they $159.99.
Oh well, I mean, they shut up. But
no, you got you
oh,
need
nigga, no, they
$10.
want 60.
you need $10, bro. don't come with 150. You don't got enough. You're gonna be working in the back. You're gonna be working in the back, tying shoes together. Yeah. Well, maybe you won't need one because if you come with 150, you need a promo code or you're gonna need to learn how to tie shoes in the back. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I digress. What y'all was talking about?
Oh no, you could get them for $149 now on the actual website. So there you go. You straight.
You good with your 150? You good with your 150?
Wait, what's that shipping like though?
Oh shit, right?
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing free. Ain't no toe jumpers free. You ain't mailing you no toe jumpers for free.
Probably $10. Damn, I'm back at 160. I still can't get them.
You back in the back tying shoes again.
But even going back and speaking about the shows that you can't stream, there was one show. It only had one season. It was on the WB, and I looked for it, and I was like, "Oh, Max should put it up because it was a Max. It's a Max property owned by Max. It was called Jack and Bobby. I used to love that show. Probably I was the only one. That's probably why you can't.
Right. You talking about it was one season? Nah, that ain't even worth streaming it.
Why not?
It's a lot of one season
shows. That one season shows.
Yeah, but Jack and Bobby, nobody even watched that. I don't even know what that is.
Maybe they should watch it. Especially anytime. Well, because it was about obviously it has Jack and Bobby, so it was reference to John F. Kennedy and Bobby Kennedy, but they were just guys named Jack and Bobby, but they also did become Jack did become president. So it was like a story, but it was like in that modern time. So it was still, but they were also looking forward to like when he actually became president. So they were children. So it was like Jack and Bobby were children. It was a cool show. I think it was ahead of its time. I think it probably did better.
I mean, this ain't super old.
5 years ago instead of that. But you can't find it no more. Yeah.
Yeah, 04 is when it came out.
Yo, do y'all remember?
Been done 10 years ago. It probably worked 10 years ago, not 20 years ago. Damn, 20 years ago sounds crazy.
You talk about one season shows. Y'all remember it was a show that it took place in a club, and it was like four groups of people that were in the club, and it was like maybe 10 episodes, but it was them trying to talk to each other and try to mingle and get each other's number. And
ABC.
I don't remember.
ABC.
It was it was one season. It was so good. I cannot remember the name, but it was one of the best shows, and I was so disappointed that it didn't renew. And I don't think it could have been an anthology, but they never finished it. Like the season, I don't think it either got canceled or the season finale thought they was gonna get a season 2, but they never made it out the club. It was like 8 to 10 episodes of them in a club just trying to figure each other out and figure the club out for the night and why the reasons they were in the club. It was really good. So you know what I'm talking about, Rob? You just don't remember the name though? Yeah.
Because I think
there you go, guys.
How old is this?
Man. I don't think it's older than Carly and Charlie. I think it's even older than that because I think Carly and Charlie weren't born.
Oh, but not 80s, just like 2000s.
Yeah, 2000s. Yeah, I was married.
Okay.
Yeah, because Becky Newton was one of the stars in it because I just know that because she's also in Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix. But I don't remember what the show was called.
Was it called Nightclub? It wasn't called Nightclub.
Since I know who she is, I probably can figure it out.
Right.
Love Bites.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What it was called.
It was called Love Bites?
Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Oh, and it was NBC. I said
Club
ABC.
something.
It was
I would have called it clubs.
Yeah.
Clubs.
That's probably what got him
It
wrong.
wasn't
Got him wrong.
It was an American. It was an American anthology comedy drama, originally planned for 2010 to 2011 season, but it got canceled
Yep, eight
on a series
episodes.
finale. So yeah,
8 episodes.
8 episodes.
Yeah.
Man. Yo, I just when I hear stuff like that, I wonder like, does everybody go into a series like that, like a sitcom or something, and in hopes that it gets picked up for another season, or is it just some people just want one season and they're cool with that?
I think everybody goes
maybe
in
that wasn't
thinking.
the one.
I don't think that's it. Yeah, I don't think that's it either.
Maybe it wasn't Love Bites. Love Bites was good too, but that got canceled too. It was a whole lot of shows that got one season. The early 2000s, early 2010s, 8s, that 2010
Oh
to
yeah,
2020.
yeah.
That was
Don't like a show back then. Yeah, don't
That
like a
was
show
rough.
back
Yeah.
then 'cause it was never coming.
Y'all
back on.
remember Happy Endings? That had Damon Wayans
Yeah,
Jr.
I remember.
That was a really good show.
Yeah.
What is the name of that goddamn show, man? I'm gonna find this shit.
I thought when you said happy ending, I thought you was talking about like a massage. You know?
No, I was actually talking about a sitcom.
No, I thought you was talking about them. You know, you want happy?
I'm familiar.
You want massage? You want massage?
Nope.
You want flip over?
Nope.
You want flip? You want flip over?
Yeah. And I don't know what that show is called now. Now I got it. Because I remember it. But
Now,
I think it's came
Rob
on
about to spend the whole day searching for the show.
Yeah, because I think it was the same year as Love Bites. So I think it was on ABC. I want to say it was on ABC.
It's gonna be 10 o'clock tonight. Rob gonna send that text.
Yeah.
It's called Club Chicken Fingers. I got it. What?
But my question and to think about my question to think about was what happens if people are gatekeeping these series and this music, and you don't have a CD player and you don't have the CD anymore and you can't get access to the album. What happens? Like that music just goes away? Does those sitcoms just go away?
Yeah, you don't hear it or see it, or you can pay that $500, and if you really, really want to see it, you're gonna pay that $500,
and then like I can barely invite anybody in my house to watch it with me because for fear that somebody taking my shit.
Yo, but stop inviting random motherfuckers in your house to watch it. Watch it with somebody you trust. I don't trust nobody around.
Y'all got to sign these no the Republic signing saying that y'all watching the thing, y'all will leave empty-handed. $500 for a DVD. That's crazy.
Putting cameras up all around his house just for DVD safety.
Hey man, season 3 is missing, man. You was the last one out of my house, and I checked the cameras.
Now I think sorry though, because I did let somebody borrow my Dave Chappelle CD collection, and I ain't seen it since.
Damn.
I mean, I know what happened to it, but it's just crazy that it happened. And I could picture him because I the last time, no, it's so crazy. You know how you have certain thoughts in your head like that you remember. I remember going to this apartment and looking at him on the floor like, yo, I should grab him now. And then I didn't, and then shit went down, and I ain't seen him since.
What was it called?
Good. Mixology.
Yeah.
Mixology.
Yeah.
One night. Chronicles of exploits of singles, 5 guys and 5 girls in search of love over the course of one night.
Yes. Yeah, I like
this
that
was
show.
was this a sitcom or like was it
Yeah, it was a sitcom. I'm trying to find how many.
That sounds like it could be a dope reality show right now.
It was dope reality show. It would be a dope episode, dope sitcom. But yeah, probably
so it
was 13 episodes. I believe.
2013.
Yeah,
that was 2013. So yeah, that was a good show.
Now I say reality show only because that's like the thing now, and like if it's one night and you gotta find a person that one night, that's tough.
But that's the thing. Like they weren't like they didn't go there with intent like a reality show to find love in one night. It was like all 5 of the different groups of people are looking for love or not, or trying to rebound, or we're just getting over a breakup, or all these different versions, and they're meeting each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it just shows you like it's these 6 people over here and they got this personality and they going into it this way tonight. And these people over here are going into it this way, and they all clash at the club for episodes at a time. So like I hear what you're saying, like as a competition, like let's hit link and hook up. But that wasn't the premise of just like somebody wanted to hook up and their sole intention. One person was looking for the love of his life tonight. Like he thought he was going.
It still could be that. It still could be that.
Yeah. But I think they still would have a lot of writing in that reality show.
You think so?
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy though? 2013 wasn't. I mean, I guess it was decent, more than 10 years ago. But people are gone. I think Aiden Canto, he was on that show. He passed away. I think it was like 42. He passed away not too long ago. He was on Survivor, Distinguished Designated Survivor. He was also on that ABC show as well.
Oh, with Kiefer.
That ended up on. I think it ended up on Netflix.
Lifetime.
I think Netflix.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
Yeah. Some shows end up. I mean, if you do enough campaigning, Netflix would say, "Oh, we'll take the next season." And I think they took the next 2 or 3 seasons, like the plane show that the plane disappeared.
Manifesto.
And then it came back 5 years. Manifesto.
Manifesto. That was weird as hell. That show was weird. Manifest.
Manifesto. I think that's a funny word.
Manifesto is something you write when you're about to shoot up a lot of people.
Right. But manifest is what they write on the airplane that has everybody's name on it.
Right.
I think manifesto is a funny word for some reason. I don't know why. Every time I hear it on the news, I'm like, manifesto. Why is that called a manifesto?
It's like you're cooking in a pot.
It reminds me of something you eat.
Like it's some evil magic pasta. My manifesto.
You know what?
Put a little garlic powder on it.
I think I want chicken manifesto tonight. So
yeah, see? It is an Italian and Latin word. So
yes, of course it is. Of course it is.
And it should be some
public declaration of policy and aims, especially one issue for an election by a political party or campaign. So it actually meant something a little different. But it also is your personal politics and your personal beliefs.
Or it could be. I was about to say, or it could be. What type of pasta would you like? Manicotti, ravioli, or manifesto? Would you like macaroni today?
Do you want chicken manifesto or you
want bow tie pasta, or would you like manifesto? You gotta call it manifesto. Manifesto pasta.
Yo, I had a question that I posed to. That's stupid. That's so fucking stupid. But I had a question. Yo, so with Trump as the president, right? I know you don't like politics though, but I'm asking this question. If he said he was giving us reparations and it actually came through, would he be the best president that we ever had?
Yeah, but they ain't gonna do that.
Nah, I'm saying this is just what if. What if he did? Would he be the best president ever?
What are said reparations?
So I think what happened was I was listening to this. So I was listening to this. It was like a short clip. I don't know where I was. It might have been on YouTube or something, but it was like, America can afford to provide every Black home or something of that nature with $150 million, right? And no taxes being paid, because it's really no amount that can pay back for all the years and that other stuff. Right. That's what they were saying. But they were like, the funding, and this is how they base their information off. They were just saying, like, we got enough funding to help other countries with wars, and we got enough to even spend on wars that we're involved in and all this stuff. What if that they took $150 million and gave it to each black person, black home or person. I don't even know how they broke it down, but and said that we don't have to pay taxes anymore. Would that be enough?
So basically, you're saying they're getting rid of all the DEI initiatives. They're getting rid of DEI initiatives because they said you don't need these because we're about to make you whole, brothers.
Right. Right.
Sounds good in theory.
Lou would be like, yo, that motherfucking Trump.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. For two reasons why I wouldn't. This is all hypothetical.
It is all hypothetical.
America hates us. Come on, nigga. America hates us, and I say that with the strongest, my nigga, as possible. America hates us, and the leader of our country hates us the most. Like he wants to make America great again by pushing us back 100 years. Even further, if he could.
I think he wants to be the most famous president. His thing.
I don't think. If he does that, I'm not giving him credit, and I'm taking the money. How about that?
I mean, but
$150
million.
You give me 150. I'm not because the whole
ain't gonna pay taxes.
But the whole thing is bro, how can I make these Negroes shut up? And the most way to make a powerful Negro shut up is to pay them to shut up. They made Snoop shut up.
Yo, they gonna shut me the fuck up with 150.
That's what I'm saying. Like, should you? Yeah. But no, I can't. I don't. Man, you're not gonna erase.
Life is being changed. It's being changed.
It is.
You'll never be able to erase what happened back then, right? Never, ever be able to erase.
They're trying to do that by paying you and saying shut up about it. It's gonna come with something.
This is my thing.
It ain't just like please forgive us. Here's 150 million. It's not that easy.
Because I feel like when you say erase, the only way that could be erased is that if you forget about it. That would be my thing. Like I'll never forget. Like if you feel like if it's erased, then the only way that could be erased is that if you just say fuck it, it never happened. And
right, if I give you $150 million and I say, hey, you have to stop talking about Black history and slavery, you're welcome. If you say anything about Black history and slavery again, give me the money back.
Right, because they definitely are trying to erase all that kind of stuff.
You just put that on there.
No, I know, and I'm adding extra. I'm adding shit onto it, huh?
Because it actually happened. They already took down.
No, you can't. You can't do no celebration in your house. We find out.
Nobody know what's going on in my house.
Why? Now we gave you 150. We gave you 150 million. We gave you 150 million. Now I know. That's one of the things. I'm definitely in your house, bro. I'm making sure because I'm looking forward to taking back the money. I don't want to give you the money anyway. We having a party. We having a party for Blackness. We can't, man. All right.
It's my birthday on June 19th.
You added stuff onto his question.
Yeah. Because I said I would take because I answered this question. I said I would take the money and never give him his propers if he was the man that gave us the money. Because I don't believe in him giving us the money truthfully. And then I added, let's take it even further. And what happens because most of the time when there's powerful Black people in our community, they kill them or they pay them off. And that's what's happening. Like they're paying people off to shut up. I ain't heard from Snoop since he was a DJ. I ain't heard from Snoop since he did his DJ gig. So I'm asking. Right. That's what I'm saying. So if everybody gets paid off to be silent, would you still take the money?
Paid off to be silent, man. You just paid off because they reparations. Reparations ain't about silence.
I'm not asking that question.
It was reparation.
I understand that.
It wasn't hush money. I didn't say that.
Well, cheers. It seems like hush money to me when you just said I would shut up and celebrate in my house. That's hush money, motherfucker. I understand. And I don't see our country just saying here's $150 million, Black House, take it like that. I don't.
Oh, would it?
I know that. And mine was a what if. Mine was a what if too. I added on to your what if with my what if.
You would have was negative as a motherfucker.
Yes, because that's what this country has done to me. They don't
make black people be happy. Goddamn, you can't
man, listen, bro. Nope, they gonna take it from us. Y'all better watch your back. Watch your back. They gonna take that shit. They gonna figure out a way. It's gonna be a Cadillac dealership right across the street from your house. You better be careful.
Guess who gonna own it? Me?
Nope. Nope.
I guess you would have to give because
you better not. You better not own no Cadillac dealership.
Because we have so many cultural, because we have so many cultures and stuff like that now, then you have to give the equivalent of 40 acres and whatever that dollar amount is to people who has ancestral, because people are going to say, well, I'm black, but you wasn't, you wasn't, you wasn't your parent, your lineage doesn't.
But then
go back to
how are we gonna do that? How does everyone do that history? Like I can only go back like 7 generations in my family history.
If you can't go back more than 7 generations, you qualify. That's you gotta have a qualifier. We can go back to your great grandmother.
But I say that to say a black person that came here 3 generations ago could say the same thing. Like there's no way up for us to, because I can't.
And it was before. If it was still after slavery, then they don't qualify. You have to come here. If you can trace back to around or close to the era of slavery, then you qualify.
Oh, so if you could see your ancestors' name on the book at Ellis Island, you don't qualify.
Correct. You don't qualify.
But if you don't see your name on no book because you came before 1865. Then you may get a stake in this.
And if your name is and if you have like a last name that actually makes sense, like Gunter German,
Jackson
makes sense.
You don't think it wasn't no German slaveholders? It wasn't no German people.
Exactly.
Okay.
If my last name is not Utobute or whatever it is.
Got you.
We all be all right.
Cheatwood. Listen, bro, I know where my name came from. It's white.
Shetwood.
Yes, exactly.
There's a lot of.
That's true.
You have to get through a lot of qualifications to get to the money.
Yeah. And as you should, 150 million. You got to go through some hoops. And one of those is shut your ass up.
There's a lot of.
Ubuntu, the nigga that you called Kunta and Ubuntu, them motherfuckers is pissed. Y'all came over here was talking shit. Now you don't get the money.
Because you also got to get reparations too. And I know they try to say, well, we gave them casinos, tax-free casinos, but you didn't do enough for Native Americans. So it's like, so
you took their land. Well? You literally took their land.
It's like it becomes something interesting. But I would like to see people try.
Sidebar. That makes me think. Native Americans were here before African Americans. Why weren't Native Americans enslaved?
They were. They didn't. According to what they did, they I don't want. This sounds crazy, but
no disrespect. No disrespect.
Yeah, they were. The story is that they didn't work out. Like they would die in the field and stuff like that. So that they didn't have. Maybe because they didn't have enough melanin. I don't know. But it was they said a lot of that was, but also they drove a lot of them people off their land. So how you drive people off their land a lot of times is you force them to, you march them, like they did the march, you march them somewhere and during that course of marching, they probably died off as well. So they probably didn't have enough people as well. So they did, massacred a lot of Native Americans during some of these battles during slavery and after slavery. So I think that was part of it as well. But yeah, that's why they try. I think they did try, which is why there's a lot of when the people say I got Indian in my family or Native American in my family. That is probably true because probably at one point you couldn't discern who was who at one point. So they were I know a lot of people say it, but some of them is probably true in that fact. But I think it was I
got Indian.
They weren't. They needed more. They needed reinforcements. So they found it somewhere else as well. And they unfortunately they turned out to be, I guess, better at being working in the farmlands. I guess I don't know. But that is a good question.
I see how you're trying to be sensitive about the subject. You're basically saying Native Americans' immunity wasn't as high as African Americans at the time. and we were a little bit stronger and in the field work that we could handle versus Native Americans. So they would slaughter them and make us work.
Yeah. Yes.
Pretty much.
Basically, that's
pretty much.
That's pretty much how it kind
of still two terrible things for the colonizers to do.
Right, because even when they weren't colonized, they were still, even after slavery, they would still take their land. And what was it? The march that not Andrew. I don't know if Andrew Jackson.
1,000 tears. It's a march of 1,000 tears, something like that.
Yeah. So you still had that. So it was still a lot of. So yeah, there's a lot of people that need reparations.
I know.
Absolutely. And not white males. Y'all don't need shit. Y'all good. Right. Y'all all right. White American males, y'all doing fine. Y'all are doing fine.
Right. Well, that's what this whole DEI pushback is about. Is because white American males believe they being slighted.
Mediocre is good, and you can't be better than mediocre.
Yeah. All right. On that note, do we got anything else? Do we got anything else we want to share before we wrap it? All right. Before we go, we always like to know. Before we go, we always like to know how people can find us on these world wide webs, these social medias, and all that good stuff. Lou, how can they find you?
I'm only on them Instagrams. My name is Lou Belgium.
All right. Yo.
What just happened?
I don't know. What happened?
You can find me on IG at IM302YODA.
It was just delayed. I didn't know if y'all had heard me. I didn't know what had happened.
I heard you. I was waiting for him to say something.
Yeah, right.
It probably wasn't me. It probably wasn't me because you had froze up on my end. So it probably wasn't me.
No.
Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense.
How
can they find you?
All right, and
Rob?
you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, or Blue Sky. Also TikTok.
If you still got that.
If you still got the app. Because I heard it's not coming back to the store for a while. To the app store for a while. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts. Anyway, listen to podcasts, you can say, hey, Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast. We're on Amazon Music. Definitely check us out. Listen, rate and review, engage in the podcast. And if you want to follow me, Rob Say Bruising, there it is. Bing, 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 on Instagram. Because I never say where you can follow it at.
That's true. You don't.
That is Instagram.
Well, I think
they was like, I'm trying this shit everywhere except for Instagram.
I mean, the at kind of already tells you Instagram, sort of. I mean, it could be used anywhere, but the at symbol is really like that Instagram.
Yeah, true. But some people will now equate that with other things now, because you can put at in a lot of places.
Yeah, you can.
You can also go to www.bruisingbanter.com if you want to follow us our journey. You can get merch like Yo got on right there, and Lou, who are going to be there. I don't think that's on the website yet, but yeah, our trivia brand as well.
If you want it, just DM us. We'll get it. It don't gotta be on the website. If you want it, we'll get it to you.
This has been episode. Until next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
Peace.
And I'm from the part of the city that they don't be talking about. Hey, off to my grandmama's house. Hey, that house on Madison, middle school graduate, could have been trafficking, but I would rather do better than my uncle had in my head to the sky like a Jazzy White backflip. Yeah, hey, what's side nigga go crazy? Yeah, what's side nigga go crazy? What's side nigga go crazy? Oh, and I'm from the part of the city that they don't be talking about. Often my grandmama's house. House on Madison, middle school graduate, could have been trafficking, but I would rather do better than my uncle had in my head to the sky like a Jazzy White backflip.